Hi everyone, it's Imogen and welcome back to Colouring Kid. I hope you're all doing well. In today's video I have a very exciting package to share with you. If you can't tell from the packaging, this is from Rebecca at the Art Spirits and I'm going to be unboxing some paints. I don't actually know what's in here, which is even more exciting. So a couple of weeks ago I reached out to Rebecca to ask her a query about a paint that I'd seen on her Etsy called Snail Trail, because if you know me, you know that I love all of these paints that you can put on top of colour pencil that are clear and will show up. So I love Stardust, and I was asking her what the difference is between Stardust and Snail Trail, because they looked quite similar, but I'm always on the lookout for new paints to compare and things like that, and use in my colouring pictures. And we'd spoken before as well when I was asking her about the paints in general when I first bought these from her. So I bought these in February and I've been loving them ever since. And she very sweetly offered to send me some of her new paints. And I am just so thrilled. It really means such a lot to me. So thank you so much, Rebecca, if you're watching. As I said, I don't know what's in here, but I was mentioning, you know, how much I loved Stardust and comparing it to Snail Trail, and she said she'd send me some more of that. So I do know that is in here, but I don't know anything else, and I'm so excited. So what I'm going to do is unbox it for you and then swatch the colours out. So I just really am so excited. If you haven't bought paints from Rebecca before, I really recommend it. Her packaging is fantastic and she's done videos on YouTube sharing the process of making the paints. There's so much work that goes into it, even down to, you know, as I said, the packaging and things she makes all herself, and all of the wrapping with the paints and stuff. And I have just been using these so much and I absolutely love them, and they last ages. I've used Stardust so many times and you can barely even tell, and I just think they're absolutely gorgeous. So that is the set of paints that I have at the moment. That was a custom set. I found this really cute tin at Paper Chase also in February, which is empty. So depending on if their paints are separate, I will definitely be putting them in here because I love this tin. So let's open it up. So as I said, the thing that makes it really exciting is that I don't know what's in here, so it is definitely a surprise. Now I'm just going to open this very carefully. There we go. I just love the boxes, they are so cute. So let's see what's inside. Oh my goodness, look at this. So this sticker is so lovely and I love her packaging. So this tissue was changed since, well, I think when I bought mine it was still like a winter tissue. I've still got my box somewhere because I don't want to get rid of any of the packaging. So I might speed some of these bits up if I'm being really slow, but I want to try and save the sticker and also the tissue. Okay, so here's what's inside. Oh my gosh. Oh wow, so this is the Stardust paint. So I'm very excited about that. Thank you so much, Rebecca. So for now, I will just put that in my tin, seeing as that is loose in there. They all have magnets as well. I haven't decided yet whether I will open that one if it's a spare. I might actually just keep it in there for now, and then I can swatch my one that I have at the moment to show you what it looks like in case you haven't seen it before. That's so exciting. Thank you. Looks like we have a tin in here. I love the bags that she uses, like the Sweet Shop bags but in blue. I love that. And I love her crinkly wrapping as well. I think it was the same colour when I had it before. Got a lovely little Stardust or glitter pot. I have had one of these before. Again, I've still got it. I've got blue this time. They are so gorgeous. And some tea and Parma violets. Now I think I got a decaf tea last time and I drink tea, both tea and coffee, and I haven't tried chamomile before, so I'll definitely be giving that a try. And she's also changed the overall like information. Well, her card is different as well. That's absolutely beautiful. I wonder if she painted that herself. Bet she did. That is beautiful, and it's on a really nice proper card. It almost feels like sort of a plasticky card, but I don't think it is plastic. No, it definitely is card. It's just very thick and good quality. And then the information about the paints. So this was the same last time, I believe, when I bought them. Except obviously some paints have been added to the lists of different paints. So this information is absolutely fantastic because Rebecca does do different paints, and sometimes, you know, if someone buys the paints but doesn't necessarily know how to use them, then they might not work in the proper way. And I think it is great that she gives all this information so that they can be properly used, because they are such amazing paints. We've got the coarse glitter paints, the foil paints, and then the smooth and sparkling metallics. So I have the Rainbow Dust, which is the coarse glitter. The foil glitter were Glittering Luna, Shimmering Sage, sorry, and the Glitter Gold. And these ones have been renamed, I believe, to, I think it's like Spooky Luna and Spooky Sage or something like that. And then the Stardust, I believe, and the Glistening Surf are the smooth and sparkling metallics. So I wanted to get a range of the paints just to see how they work and show you for that video. I will link the video that I did in February for you. So they all work differently, so I think it's really important to have all of this, and that's perfect. So I'll definitely be keeping that, and I love the tissue. So I'm going to put all the lovely wrappings back inside. I'm honestly so excited, I can't even tell you. I'm not sure if you can tell by my voice, but I'm very excited. I'm just going to move it out the way. So as I said, I have no idea what's inside here, other than very kindly we have a tin. Let's see what's inside. So I've never had one of these bigger tins before, so that's very exciting. I was contemplating maybe putting, I've got like stashes of stickers, I just collect stickers, whether to put some stickers and things on these, because I think that would be really cute, and I know other people have done that as well. So let's see what's inside. Oh my goodness, oh wow, I was not expecting her to send me this many. That is so generous of you, Rebecca, honestly. I'm overwhelmed right now, honestly. Her paints are just fantastic. So there's even one of the swatching cards, so I can do it on here. I did have some paper ready to swatch them, but I think I might swatch them on this in that case. Oh wow. Some of this, and one of the lovely ladybirds. I think I was lucky enough to get one of those as well. So I don't know the colours. What I'm going to do is just read out the ones that I have. So I don't know what they look like. I'll probably gauge from the name, and I've seen on her website some of them, so I probably know what some of them are. So Autumn Shimmer, just carefully take them out. Sparkling Seaweed, I have seen that. I think that's a lovely green colour. Brassy, so I think some of these are in her new, I think there's like a 6 set, a new 6 set. Fool's Gold, they're all gorgeous, and the wrappings are gorgeous as well. Sunflower Sparkle, I love these papers, I'm going to keep them. Vintage Pink, I saw that one, very excited about that. Copper, I don't have any copper sorts of colours as well, and I only have one copper gel pen, so this is perfect. Glittering Copper, Snail Trail, oh, I'm so excited about that. I wonder how it will compare to Stardust. Very excited. Glitter Bronze, Blue Steel, and Glistening Grape. Oh, I'm not sure if I saw that one. So they are the colours, and this is going to take me quite a while to unwrap, so I will speed it up, but I'm very excited about this. I'm going to unwrap them, put them back in the tins so you can see all the colours, and then we will get to swatching. So first impressions are absolutely spectacular. As I was unwrapping these, it's just every single colour is beautiful, and just from looking at it, don't you think it's the perfect autumn palette, especially like these 8 colours together? I just think that's so stunning. For now I've put Stardust here. I don't want to get paint on it or anything, but I thought just to keep them all together for now, and you know, if I choose to switch up the palettes and stuff, or I will definitely be getting more, I can put Stardust in here along with others. So yeah, I'm so excited to try these out. Now I'm guessing from the names and just from looking at them, these two are the foil colours. So they are glitter bronze. I've kept all of the papers in order, and glittering copper. So I think all of the ones that have like glitter in front of them are the foil ones, although I'm probably wrong on that. The glistening ones are slightly different though, like we have glistening grape and a few others, and the sparkling ones, I think they're all of the metallic and sparkling ones. So another thing to mention, if you haven't bought from her before, it's just the packaging, because see, each of these are little papers that have been cut out, and Rebecca always puts some greaseproof on top so that the paint is always kept really nice, and it doesn't get stuck on the paper because you don't want that. So I just think that's such a lovely touch, and it must take so much time to do this, and I really appreciate it. And I'm very excited to swatch these. So I am going to put some water on these with a pipette, let them soak up for a couple of minutes, and then we'll get started. So I do want to let these have a little bit of time, because they work best if you leave them, especially the foil ones. Now there aren't any coarse glitter ones here. If you do end up getting any, you will need to leave them for probably a bit longer than all of these, just because the binder is slightly different with those. So let's just let those soak up for a bit. Ooh, water's running off that one. I'm just going to give the grape a bit of space there. And as I said, because I already have my Stardust here, I will swatch that out and compare it to the Snail Trail, which is going to be very exciting, because I'm looking forward to seeing how they are slightly different. I think Rebecca said with Snail Trail it's got slightly smaller particles, whereas Stardust has slightly bigger particles. I also think Stardust might be one of the foil ones. I think I did get confused. So yeah, we'll see how they differ. So I'm going to let these soak for a bit, and then we'll get started. So I will swatch these on the flowers afterwards, but I thought just to give you a little bit of a bigger space, an idea of what the colour looks like, I will swatch them onto card. Now this is just mixed media paper, I think. So I'll write the name next to it as well, so that you can see how the colour matches to the name. And obviously if you're interested in any specific ones, you know what the colour name is. So the first one we've got is Autumn Shimmer. And there are so many gorgeous coppery colours. I'm very excited to try them out, because as I said, I don't really have any. Especially, I've got a couple in my Chloe's, but really I'm lacking in them. And we're coming up to autumn times. It's perfect. So just give it a good mix. These ones I found with Glistening Surf as well, they don't take as long to activate. Beautiful. Hoping you can see that all right. Oh my goodness. Once these are dry as well, I'll give you a proper look. Sometimes they do look slightly different from when they're dry to when they're wet. Then we've got Sparkling Seaweed. Excuse my writing, I'm trying to do it as quickly as possible so I can get to swatching the paints. Ooh, this is beautiful. and it looks to be quite different actually from the green I have. Ooh, lovely. It's kind of like a muted emerald colour. I really like that. And I think I've seen that when it dries, it also has sort of a different green shift to it, more like the green that it looks like in the palette. So that's really interesting. Love that one. Then we've got Brassy. So this one is like my favourite type of gold because it's a very light gold. Oh wow, and this is glittery as well. I think they've all got a bit of glitter to them actually. The Autumn Shimmer definitely has. This is just stunning. So this is kind of like the moon gold I have in Calero, but it's so much better because it has the glitter, and most of the Caleros I have are more metallic rather than shimmering metallic. Oh my god, I love that so much. I'm going to be using that so much. Oh my goodness. Then we have Fool's Gold. So I love that these three have actually got next to each other because they are all versions of gold, which I think are part of this new gold and copper set, but all very different. Oh, see, that's beautiful. I'm pretty sure this set that I'm talking about, so I can't remember the exact name of it. It has the blue steel in it and a couple of the coppers and then a few of the golds, if I'm not mistaken. Rebecca also does a golds set. So if you're wanting more of a, I guess, pure gold colour, this is the one to go for. If you're after a lighter gold, go for Brassy, I'd say. But these are going to be great for different things. I can imagine using that for so much. They're just stunning. You can't go wrong with any of Rebecca's paints. They are just all so wonderful. And I use my paints mainly just for accenting things, and they water down beautifully as well if you just want to use them on smaller areas, or sometimes I will water down my blue to go over blue colouring and things like that, so just work beautifully. Oh sorry, I forgot to write down the name of this one. This is Sunflower Sparkle. Next one. So this one I imagine is going to, on the paper, be more of a brighter yellow colour. Yes, oh lovely. Add a bit more water to that. Seems to have a little bit of an ochre undertone. It's lovely. Oh, goodness. So from swatching them, I think so far the Sunflower Sparkle and the Sparkling Seaweed are more of the metallics, and then the others have the shimmer in them. So I love the variety of paints you can get as well. Now I'm very, very excited about this one. This is Vintage Pink. Again, I've forgotten to write it down. I will do that in a second. I just can't wait to try this out. I regretted not buying a pink in my first set because I use it so much in my pages, and I just think having one as a paint, oh, it's amazing. So this is like a pinky purple. This is beautiful. Sort of a light blackberry colour. Oh my gosh. It's definitely got a bit of sparkle in it, that one. So, and I love the paper for that. That flowery paper is pretty. Copper next. So I'm excited to see how the foil ones look in comparison to the sparkling ones as well. I think that's going to be really interesting. So this is copper. Again, another shimmery one. This is a lot more of a copper colour, I guess, because it's called copper, but in comparison to the Autumn Shimmer's definitely got more red in it. And this is more on the copper brown side, the spectrum. Got glittering copper. Just trying to still keep all of these in frame for you. My water's gorgeous. Now the foil ones are cool because you can either apply them really thickly and get a lovely opaque colour, or you can water them down and the foil sort of breaks apart. Oh, I love this one. So it's similar to the Autumn Shimmer in terms of the colour to it, but it's got the bits of foil in it, so depending how thick you want it, you can get that really, really opaque. That's stunning. So these are very sparkly, these ones, I believe, because I've had some of the foil ones before. Oops, sorry for shaking the camera. Okay, we've got Snail Trail. Now I'm very excited about this one. I will compare it to Stardust after I finish swatching these. So what I'll do is I'll leave a space so that I can compare them directly next to each other. Oh my gosh. Probably won't be able to see this one quite as well as some of the others because it is more of a white silvery colour. Oh my goodness. I thought nothing could get better than Stardust, but this is just beautiful. Wow. Well, I think that's going to be my tie with Stardust. I love it just as much. And I know what Rebecca means, obviously they look very similar. I do think that in terms of application they feel slightly different to me. I think, if I'm not mistaken, because the Stardust is a foil one, but also this is sort of a smoother coverage, whereas the Stardust you get lovely bits of the foil. So, oh, I just love that so much. Wow. Can't say enough about these paints. They are just fantastic. So we've got Glitter Bronze next. Now I will leave I'll leave the space next to here for Stardust. We'll keep going. This one looks very glittery. So stunning. So again, this sort of has, this is really interesting. It has more of a brown hint to it, but I can't actually, it sort of looks a little bit more pinky, if you know what I mean. It's not pink, but more of a dulled down bronze, and I love that. That would be perfect for, I don't know, like I could imagine that if you wanted like a glittery tree trunk or something, putting that over and adding some texture would look lovely. Right, we've got Blue Steel. Excited to see how this compares to Glistening Surf, because that's quite a light blue. I've never had a blue colour like this or like the Glistening Surf in my paints, because there aren't really many out there like that. And the reason I got Glistening Surf was because I was looking for a really light blue, and this one will just complement it beautifully. I love muted blues. That's so creamy. Oh wow. Wow. That's my sort of blue. I love that. It's got sort of a muted grey hint to it. Definitely more on the metallic side. The paints, the variation of paints we have. Absolutely lovely. And the final one we have was the Glistening Grape. Again, I use this sort of colour a lot, and I can already tell that I'm going to love it. I'm very excited to try this out. Oh, it looks beautiful. Wow. So this has got quite a dark undertone to it. I can't yet tell until it's dry really whether it's grey or purple. I think it's grey, because my others, my Lunar and Sage ones, have a grey undertone to them as well, and then when you shift them in the light they are blue and green. That is, wow, that's so deep and rich. Just love that. So I'm just overwhelmed right now. These are just beautiful, and I truly think these are just stunning paints. I really do. They are absolutely fantastic. Handmade paints are just a totally new level of amazing, really, because they just work fantastically, and knowing how much work Rebecca puts into these and her business is just absolutely fantastic. I'm going to let these dry and swatch Stardust for you, and I will be back to share the final thoughts and the paints when they are completely dry. So I've left these a little bit just to dry, and I'm just beyond impressed with these paints. I think they're absolutely fantastic, and just they're just so beautiful. They really are. I'm not sure if I can really pick out a favourite. I've got some that I know like exactly what I'll use them for straight away, which is really nice, and then others will be great for accenting other things, like I know like Brassy would be great for stars. Well, so would Fool's Gold actually. I use that colour quite a lot for accenting things, and oh, they are just so beautiful. Blue Steel would look nice in water and stuff like that, and yeah, they are just absolutely amazing. I know I keep saying that, but they really are. I did swatch Stardust to show you the difference in the two. So Snail Trail, when I swatched this, it's quite a thick layer. This was sort of a, I guess, mid opacity with the Stardust. Let me turn it this way. The Stardust is more glittery in the sense that they are bigger particles, so I know what Rebecca means, and I think if you're wanting more of a glitter, then go for that one. This one is Snail Trail is still glittery, but smaller particles, so when it's more opaque it seems like it's more metallic. At least with my swatches that's what it looks like. This is a lighter thin wash of the Snail Trail on top, and I think it seems more shimmery when you do it like that. So I use it generally as a light layer anyway, so that will definitely work in my favour. But they are both so beautiful. I know Rebecca has so many paints on her website, but I'm just so thrilled with these. And again, thank you so much, Rebecca, for being so incredibly generous. I was not expecting this at all. I'm very excited to have them in a tin as well to keep them all nice and together, and as I said, it's the perfect autumn palette. I have swatched them on the flowers as well. They haven't quite dried yet. Upon doing that, when I was doing them in a more opaque, what's the word? Like opaque layer, the sparkling seaweed as a lighter layer comes across more like the emerald colour as I showed you. But if it's a thicker opacity, it comes across as more of that seaweed olive colour. Same thing with the grape. If you do it lighter, it seems like it's got the grey undertone more, whereas a thicker layer, it's more purple. So they're just all really interesting, and I love the fact that they all have their own qualities to them. Some of them are foil, some of them are glitter, some are metallic, and I just could not be happy with these. Really, these are just amazing, and I can't wait to use them in conjunction with the few that I already have. And I know that I'm so excited to just keep growing my collection of Rebecca's paints, because they are beyond any that I've ever tried. And she's got lots on her website. I think she's got around over 50 or something like that. She's got quite a few sets of 6 as well, or you can choose a custom set or of 6 or 12. But yeah, thank you again, Rebecca, so much. If you're watching, it really does mean a lot to me that you would you know, trust me with sharing some of your paints on my channel. And I can't wait to see what you do in the future. I just think your business is absolutely amazing, and I know many people have tried Rebecca's paints before and absolutely love them as well. So if you have, I would love to hear what colours you've tried, and which ones you would recommend, and also what you use them for. So yeah, I think that's everything. I can't wait to use these in my future pictures, lots for autumn, and I will see you all in my next video. Take care, everyone. Bye.